I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days. Sometimes I sit and I reminisce about the good times. Wish I could get those back. I keep on running these races that go in my mind, and they go on these tracks. I'm not ready to erase all my memories. I fight depression and I let it get the best of me. Now there's nowhere to run, nowhere to go. Look around, there's liquor bottles all on the floor, filling up the space inside my heart and my home, drowning out these thoughts until they leave me alone. I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days.
Stopping it there, and welcome to Mika Reaction Reviews, where we react to things on the internet. Same day, same shirt, different video. And today we are reacting to DAX. I believe it's called Depression, or at least it's about depression. DAX has always been really open about his own either present or past struggles with mental health and substance or alcohol abuse. And I've said this multiple times on this channel. I like when I see men, especially men like Dax, you know, he's in the music industry, he can be tough, he can be hard, he can be aggressive, come out and openly admit that he struggles with mental health, or he has struggled with mental health or addiction. As someone who used to heavily struggle with severe bedridden depression and often your self-idolization, like constantly on a loop, I can totally relate to this. I like the visualization of the drowning or the suffocation, because that is a lot how it feels. It feels like you are constantly treading water and you're getting tired and you're getting more tired and you don't know how long you're going to be able to keep your head above water. I implore you to keep your head above water, because it does get better. Like, trust me, if you knew me 7 years ago, I would be unrecognizable. But so I love the sound. It does again sound a little. It has like a little country-esque twang to me, or is it just me? I feel like he had it in one of his other more recent videos too. So maybe that's in a direction he's going, or maybe he's just expanding his musical genre. And he has a nice voice. I like it. I love it. All right, let's continue.
These thoughts are draining all my energy. I try to tell them the guy, they said I'm going insane, and then they recommended therapy. And I go and talk to a man who's getting paid to explain. He started saying that the chemical imbalance is the reason that my brain ain't connecting to accomplishments associated with moving on in life and past the things that my heart cannot contain, so the happiness won't sustain. And he read me my options. He said, here goes a pill, only take 2 to eat a meal, and it'll numb how I feel.
Stopping it there. I don't know where he's going with the whole pill or pharmaceuticals, antidepressants in this video. However, I was put on antidepressants and it made me sick as a dog. And if I was still on it, I'm not anti-antidepressants and I'm not anti-medication, even though that paper just came out. We'll get back to that in a minute. But for me, if I would have continued on that road, I would not be here today and I would still be sick. It made me really sick. I had a really acute bad reaction to it. I found out later that my doctor was literally prescribed me a dangerous dose of antidepressants that was rebranded from a different medication. That's a different story. Probably why it was making me sick. But once I got off the medication, I decided to really take the power back and control back, and like be my advocate and do tons of research how to naturally fight my depression. And it's helped a lot with food, my food choices, sleep, hydration, breath work, my surroundings, my environment, but a lot of food, my diet. It's really helped change my life in a lot of ways. Google it. for yourself if you want to do more research on that. So I like that he's like touching on that. And I recently watched a video with Lauren Sutherland talking about male depression and how it is different from female depression. This is a generalization. I'm sure there's individual men and women that don't fit into that category, but how a lot of times the reason why men don't get the help that they need from therapists or counselors because they're trying to therapy them as if they were therapying a woman, or sort of one size fit all sort of thing, and that men need a different type of therapy from men who understand men. Apparently, you know, maybe a lot of male depression is caused by the lack of guidance, direction, principles, values, and power, but not power in a bad way. Power in of like, I feel like I'm not accomplishing anything or being the man I was meant to be on this planet or in this life or whatever. I'm not explaining it correctly because I'm trying not to be too specific, because I know like not all guys are like that. But it was an interesting video. If you want to watch it, the Lauren Sutherland video is one of her recent videos. It's really, really good actually, and it explained a lot for me, because I do think sometimes when women really do want to help guys with their mental health, they say a lot of things that are make sense to a woman but not necessarily a man. And again, this is a generalization, and so then they don't understand how it's not hitting, or how the guy's not getting it, because it's like you're talking to them as if they're a female. Again, generalization. I know there's individuals out there that differ from it, but as for the chemical imbalance things, as you know, there was a paper that came out that said that the whole serotonin thing was not true, that because antidepressants is supposed to play on the imbalance of serotonin in a depressed mind, but studies has revealed that even when someone who is chronically depressed have same levels or similar levels of serotonin than someone who is not depressed. So being that that's what sort of antidepressants sort of worked on, that in a long term or a long run, antidepressants probably don't work, or they're more placebo effect. Again, not anti-medication, just go do your own research. Anyway, been talking a long time. We're gonna get back into the video. Here we go.
I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days. Should I drown all these thoughts, or should I leave them to float? I've got all of my flaws living inside of this boat. I've been anchored in pain, the weight is making me choke. It's getting harder to breathe, it's pulling right at my throat. I've been hoping for change, but don't know how to restart. They say you ain't a man when you exposing your heart. Then they say you insane until it tears you apart. And then they cut you so deep and they can tell by the scars. We can only see change when we accept who we are. Try to run from the shame and you won't never get far. Don't you bottle the pain and live your life in the dark. You're meant to break from those chains and shine as bright as a star. Don't you ever tell yourself that your depression is the reason you won't make it, or that happiness is not in your cards. With all God, you can beat all the odds. Keep your faith and you'll never be lost, and say I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. The cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days.
Alright, wasn't really sure about the ending there. Maybe it's going to like to be continued. I really enjoyed that. There was a lot of stuff he said at the end that I want to hit on really, really quick. The idea that you're not a man if you express that you're struggling is fucking bullshit. And I see guys do it to other guys, and I definitely see women do it to guys. Like, don't men be soft, but you know, have mugs that say men tears on it. You revel in the idea of a man suffering or being hurt, or you dismiss their hurt, or you dismiss their pain because of feminism, right? I think it's a very mature thing for a man to be able to recognize that he is struggling and to take action towards that fixing that struggle, what's going on with him, so he's not toxically projecting it onto everyone else, right? I think it's a mature thing to understand the root causes of what's going on. That's maturity. That's not weak whatsoever. I like when he said, like, don't bottle it up. Like, you know, we even talked about the shadow self and stuff like that. It could be the same rule for depression, anger, sadness, resentment, you know, despair, whatever. Get it out, because if you don't get it out, your body will manifest it in some way, and usually in a way that is inconvenient to your life. So it's better to tackle it head on until you can do it in a healthy way that is more controlled. And the idea that if you are feeling depressed, or if you're struggling with depression or any mental health issues, that doesn't define you. That doesn't have to define or predict your future or your present. That doesn't define who you are. I understand why sometimes people really identify with their mental health issues, because they feel like, well, I want to take the stigma away from it. However, I think it's kind of dangerous to overly identify with your mental health issues. Like, I've heard people say, like, I'm just a depressive person. That is just who I am. And no, it's not who you are. You weren't born like that. And so it's a situation or issue that you can help. And even if it's a lifelong journey, it doesn't mean that your life has to be controlled by it, right? But anyway, guys, tell me what you think of this song. Do you like the fact that Dax is very open about mental health issues? Does it help you as a man or a woman to hear someone like him be very open about these things? Have you dealt with it? And if you have, how did you deal with it? And just tell me what you think about the video itself, what I said, what he said, in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell to get the notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support this channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal me link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop, links down below, and links to all of the alternative platforms I'm on, including my socials, my Rumble account, my Discord, my Minds.com, my Odyssey, my Twitter, and all the other links to all of the other YouTube channels I have on this platform is always in the links down below. And if you like, you can super thanks. I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle. I live abroad. If you'd like to know where I am in the world, you can go in the description box below and also in the comment section. Hit the link, go subscribe to my travel vlog channel, and or follow me on my travel Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date. And you guys have an amazing day.